Hello, family. Once again, we're connecting around our devotions. And on behalf of myself, Nadine, and the elders, we really hope that you are hanging in there and that you're trusting God, and that even the last 2 days have been particularly helpful for you as we've been able to share what's been on our heart. And so today's devotion specifically has to do with fruit. You know, yesterday you probably noticed that I threw in a lot of faith texts, and the question that Jesus asked them, where is your faith? It's probably the most important question that can be asked of Christians today. And so I threw that in, but this morning what I'm going to look at is specifically to do with the promises of God and how circumstances quite easily, when we start to look at the circumstances, our heart just shifts. And what we need to do is make sure that we're holding the promises of God in front of us. Now, this is one of the things that I shared is that, and it was simply, don't let today's problems override God's promises. And then when you live in the light of the problem and no longer the light of the promise, the problem will dominate you and it will totally erase the fact that God has promised. I mean, I love those words. I just think they're great. They certainly do help me to kind of just bring in that alignment, to bring in that adjustment to my life, and to make sure that actually, what I'm facing today, you're facing as well. We're all in this thing together. The same storm that's howling out there is howling in my residence and in my world. And so I'm just like you. I'm having to plug in and I'm having to say, I'm not going to live in the light of the problem. I'm living in the light of what God has said, what God has promised. And so that's what he said to the disciples. He said, let's go over to the other side. And there's another side to this season of coronavirus. There's another side. And Jesus is simply saying, come, I'm in the boat with you. You can experience my presence. You can experience my love and my security. And so that's where we're at the moment. So there are some other scriptures that I've put in here for you to meditate on, but I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you for dialing in.